Why are enterprises and agencies evaluating Snowflake now, and what policy problem does it touch?
Because data is fragmented across systems and clouds, and leaders need faster, auditable decisions. Snowflake is often proposed as a shared analytics foundation that can consolidate access without consolidating every source system. For policymakers, the relevance is resilience, continuity of operations, and accountable use of sensitive data, especially when multiple departments, vendors, or jurisdictions must collaborate. The key question is whether it improves outcomes while maintaining control, transparency, and lawful use.
What exactly is Snowflake, in practical terms, and where does it sit in the data architecture?
Snowflake is a cloud-based platform for storing and analyzing data at scale, often described as a data warehouse or data platform. It typically sits between raw data sources, like operational databases, applications, and logs, and downstream users like analysts, data scientists, and reporting tools. It separates storage from compute, so organizations can scale query workloads without redesigning infrastructure. In policy terms, it can become a shared analytics layer, not necessarily the system of record.
Where does Snowflake deliver enterprise value, and what are the most common real-world use cases?
Value shows up when many teams need consistent data and performance without long infrastructure cycles. Common uses include enterprise reporting, budgeting and performance dashboards, near real-time operational analytics, fraud and anomaly detection, and integrating data across programs or business units. Some organizations use secure data sharing with partners to coordinate supply chains or service delivery. For policymakers, the test is measurable outcomes, faster reporting, fewer duplicative data marts, improved audit trails, and better cross-domain analysis.
What governance and compliance controls should policymakers require before adopting Snowflake?
Require a clear data classification model, least privilege access with strong identity integration, and comprehensive audit logging. Confirm encryption in transit and at rest, key management expectations, and controls for data sharing across organizations. Validate residency and sovereignty requirements, retention schedules, and e-discovery readiness. Map controls to applicable standards and laws, then test them with evidence, not marketing. Also define who approves new datasets, how lineage is tracked, and how incidents are reported and remediated.
How should leaders think about Snowflake costs, procurement, and vendor risk without derailing delivery?
Snowflake is typically consumption-based, so costs track storage and compute usage, great for flexibility, risky without guardrails. Set budgets, workload prioritization, and automated controls like query limits and scheduling. In procurement, assess contract terms, support SLAs, audit rights, subcontractors, and data egress costs. For vendor risk, plan portability, document data models, keep pipelines reproducible, and test exit scenarios. The goal is disciplined use, not blanket avoidance.
What are the key policy takeaways for adopting Snowflake responsibly, and what should leaders watch next?
Treat it as a shared analytics capability with explicit rules, data classification, audited access, and measurable outcomes. Require reference architectures, control evidence, and cost guardrails before scaling. Build a governance board that can approve data sharing, manage incidents, and publish transparency reports. Watch trends like cross-cloud interoperability, AI-driven analytics, and evolving sovereignty requirements. The vision could be safer, faster collaboration across institutions, but only if accountability is engineered from day one.